Next, LeAnn Rimes, the roller coaster of the last few years. From treatment
I'm not gonna cry.
to therapy through her songs.
Is that your current state of mind?
Pissed off?
Kind of, yeah.
That's why the album's called Spitfire.
LeAnn Rimes recently said, "I've felt like I've had a piece of tape over my mouth the last 4 years." Well, tonight, that tape comes off as the star comes clean to me about everything that's gone on in the past few years, lighting up Twitter feeds and tabloid headlines. From Eddie Cibrian to those 30 days in a treatment facility, nothing was off limits.
I was this big voice, this little girl that, no one really knew much about.
Fast forward 17 years, and it seems there isn't anything we don't know about LeAnn Rimes. Over the years, she's garnered media attention for reasons other than her singing career, giving fodder to the tabloids for everything from her weight to her affair and marriage to actor Eddie Cibrian. And recently, LeAnn made headlines for her 30-day stint at a treatment facility. This time, she's determined to tackle the rumors and set the record straight. You've just completed a 30-day voluntary program, which sparked a lot of rumors that you had an eating disorder, that you had an addiction problem. Why did you seek treatment?
Well, it was the day after I turned 30 that I actually went to the treatment center, and I really was like, you know what, for myself, I think this is the best birthday gift I could ever give myself, is just to once again be honest with myself and break down the things that I've struggled with for so long. And people look at you and go, why are you struggling? No one can quite understand why you hurt so badly. But I'm not gonna cry.
Why do you hurt so badly, you think?
I wasn't a kid. It's as simple as that, and so complicated at the same time. So, you have kids. You get to see your kid be a kid. And I didn't get any of those things.
The 13-year-old phenom seemed to come out of nowhere, and for her family, her golden voice was their ticket out.
We had no money. I was brought home to a trailer when I was a kid. We had nothing. And I was able to buy a house for my family when I was 12, which is a crazy responsibility to have.
She says that responsibility and having to grow up so quickly robbed her of her sense of identity.
And sometimes I really want to just go back to the trailer, honestly. And it really was like the happiest times of my life.
LeAnn Rimes.
Now, the price of fame and fortune is something LeAnn is no longer willing to pay. What do you think is the most important thing you learned while in treatment?
To be comfortable with me. Everything worked around my, around my voice. And it's, if that was taken away, I want to know who I am outside of that.
Not LeAnn, the singer.
Not LeAnn Rimes, but LeAnn. Just LeAnn, the human being.
And as LeAnn evolves, so does her music. She still loves singing, but now it's for a different reason.
It used to be about hitting high notes and proving I could sing, and it's not about that anymore. It's truly about communication.
Her new album, Spitfire, which will be released this spring, is a musical therapy session of sorts. She's written 8 of the songs, and she's finally getting a lot off her chest.
I could show you how it's done. We could have a little fun. Better bring big guns.
At a concert, you said, quote, "I'm pissed off at a lot of things, and I just can't say it, so it comes out in the music." Is that your current state of mind, do you think? Kind of, yeah. I mean, I feel like you've been bottled up for so long, and now you're just like, bleh.
It is. That's why the album's called Spitfire. Because I literally feel like at times I'm spitting fire.
You make me wanna spit fire, spit fire, spit fire, spit fire, spit fire, spit fire, spit fire.
Angry at times and apologetic at others, like What Have I Done? A song of contrition to her ex-husband, Dean.
Oh, my love, what have I done?
carried a lot of guilt for a long time, I think.
Has your ex-husband heard the song?
Yeah, he actually heard it when I wrote it, and I think probably knew what it was about before I did.
There's another about her extramarital affair with now husband Eddie, an affair that spawned hundreds of tabloid headlines and branded her a homewrecker.
There's a song called Borrowed that I was so unsure of how to write it without offending anyone, because I had to be so honest in order to write it.
I know you're not mine, only borrowed.
When you wrote that song, were you talking about your fear of losing him today?
Not at all. Now, do I have a fear of losing most people that I love anyway? Absolutely, but not him. I love that man more than anything.
She and Eddie were married last year. You tweet a lot about marital bliss, things like sweats, pork roast with veggies, my hubby, heaven.
I really relish in that, and I'm not joking when I say I love being my sweats, and I love cooking dinner, and I love just being home with the family.
LeAnn is not only a wife, but also a stepmother to Eddie's 2 sons, Mason and Jake. Would you like to have more kids?
I would love to have a child of my own, but for now, I'm totally happy with having his running around.
As you look ahead to this new decade, your 30s, if you could write the lyrics of your life, I mean, what would those sound like?
Meaningful, heartfelt, fearless, full of fear at the same time. I just want to feel everything, and I want to write about it all.
Yeah, 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 yeah.